It's the morning after with Nick and Big J. Welcome to Thursday, 5th day of February 2026. My name is Nick. Guys, get on your feet. It's Radio Big J.
No, don't do that.
Huh?
There's that's not necessary.
What's the matter? You don't want like a nice little standing ovation?
No, I don't need that.
Well, it's not about need. It's about earned, Big J.
I don't want it. How about that?
You don't want people to cheer for you is what you're telling me?
Not me.
Why not?
I haven't done anything to be cheerful for.
You don't think your collective career as somebody that has entertained the Treasure Valley for well over 25 years deserves a little bit of respect?
Yeah, but not every morning. Or is it just today?
It's just today.
Okay.
But now you've poo-pooed it, and I'm not sure the audience is going to be into it.
That's not me, man.
Come on, you like a little bit of love and adoration, don't you?
Sure, of course. Every human being does.
Right. So?
But I'm not out there pushing for it.
I didn't know.
That's you.
It was my recommendation. It's okay if somebody else recommends they give you something that you deserve. You are not out there asking
I'd like to
for
just
standing
thank my
ovation.
Savior, Jesus Christ.
Cool. Anything else?
I couldn't do it without the Lord.
Don't forget to thank the Academy.
No.
What's the matter?
I don't care about the Academy.
Jesus. Well, listen, that went south pretty quick, guys. But I appreciate your effort in making Big J feel loved. He just wanted to reject it this morning for whatever reason. You a grumple puss today?
No, I'm in a gray mood.
All right. Just double check it. But today, I know this. We're going to get a nerd alert from you.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it? Did you get bad video game news? So kind of
I
soured
just
you?
said I'm in a good mood.
No, I know.
You're the one pushing some sort of agenda upon me. It's not working.
Oh, it was just weird.
No, it was actually really good news in Nerd Alert.
I love that. I love good news. So we're going to pepper you with that this morning.
All right, there's good news and bad news.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Higher highs and lower lows from Radio's Big J this morning.
Yep.
But also, we have tickets to go check out Filter, Finger 11, and Local H. We're calling that the official X-Fest 2026 pre-party because there is an official X-Fest 26, Big J, but that's just a couple of months down the road. So why not get in a little rager on a Friday night to get us all lathered up for the big day?
I love it.
Listen, X-Fest pre-party on a Friday night, X-Fest proper on a Saturday? What's going on here?
We put on our big boy pants.
What's going on here?
And we did it both legs at the same time.
It's true. We jumped right in.
Yeah.
And boy, are people going to be upset when X-Fest is on a Tuesday next year because this is such a miracle.
No, we can't go back. We'll have to tell everybody. Sorry.
All right. But we're looking forward to that as well, and hopefully you're looking forward to winning some stuff. Plus, we have an opportunity, one of the last days for you to get qualified for this great Porta Subs big game package that we've got. Got some grub coming your way with Pop Culture Smackdown guaranteed, and then you're qualified for this big old big game platter. So if you happen to be, I don't know, a coward and hosting your own party instead of coming to join us at Topgolf,
ouch,
then maybe you need some food, and Porta Subs can help you out. Of course, you don't have to use it for the big game. It's just...
You could use it for lunch for the next week.
That's right. We're talking about synergy here, so it makes sense for that to be a part of the fun. So you're going to have an opportunity to get in on that as well. But we're also going to play some music for you, like Smashing Pumpkins. This is Disarm on the X.
After with Nick and Big J.
The important stuff brought to you by Topgolf. Coming up on Sunday, our big game party. The X is going to take over Topgolf in Meridian beginning at 2 o'clock, and we're going to be hanging out for the entire big game, and we're inviting you to join us. The party is completely free. We're going to give away a ton of prizes, and our square pool where you can win those prizes, also completely free. Just got to get there before kickoff, which is going to happen a little after 4 o'clock to make sure you're a part of it, because all those squares need to be filled by the time the game starts. But listen, plenty of beer, plenty of great food happening at Topgolf. You can reserve a bay, hit some balls, play some games as well while the game's going on or just before the game, however you want to do it. But try out their chef-inspired menu, have some great drinks with us, and hang out with us, and win things like concert tickets, VIP experiences, and a couple autographed guitars as well, as we are hanging out at Topgolf for the big game party. All the details at xrock.com if you want to join us, but it's going to be a good time, and hopefully we'll see you out there Sunday. Big J's going to be wearing his Sunday best. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of fun out there at Topgolf. Is the family still planning on going, or at least the daughter? That's awesome, man. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Very good time. Speaking of good times, Big J, you know that Athletic Club Boise is going to be starting up April 4th at Expo, Idaho, right?
No, I didn't. What? What is this?
The Boise's first ever professional soccer club.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a gym.
No. How dare you? No, Athletic Club Boise is the professional soccer
club.
Where
you go hang out? Oh.
And it's going to be opening up its inaugural home season April 4th. And in honor of that, Big J, they have teamed up with somebody you may have heard of, Sockeye Brewing, right?
Yeah.
They have launched a craft beer to celebrate the club's first season. It is called Striker, Big J. A crisp, easy-drinking Kolsch-style beer. It's created to be enjoyed by fans across the Treasure Valley. It'll be available in 12 packs at Albertsons locations statewide, with additional availability at select beer retailers across Idaho beginning February 4th. Of course, you can also get them at bars and restaurants. And yes, it'll also be served at their home matches at Expo Idaho. So you can enjoy Athletic Club Boise's first ever season and some delicious beer to help you out and cheer for them as well.
It's a good name. I wonder what the branding will look like. I bet it'll be pretty cool.
I'm guessing it'll probably have the colors of the Athletic Club Boise, and they'll have a little bit of fun. And listen, if you have enough of those, Big J, you turn into a soccer hooligan, and then watch out.
Then you strike somebody.
That's right.
Pop.
That's when you know you're really a soccer fan.
Yeah, right. There's got to be some of that. I mean, that'll happen here in the Treasure Valley.
You think?
Right?
We're pretty good about not having fights in the stands.
That's important.
Plus, it means usually the soccer hooligan thing happens when other teams infiltrate your space, and then it starts to be a territorial thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, when Spokane gets a professional team of any kind,
then the battle will begin.
Who are we going to rival with?
We got to figure out this league first and see who's a challenger and who comes in and starts being real cocky, because that's who we got to start thinking about our bitter enemy at.
Yes.
So this is all new ground for us. We got to figure it out. Big J, is it okay if I do a follow-up to yesterday's sports story?
Which one?
I told you about Tomas Sabate, right? You remember him? The Olympic skater that was having some real problems because he was dressing up as a minion and using their music?
Yeah.
And so he had some bad news, but don't worry. Order has been restored, Big J.
Drew came through.
He posted that Universal Pictures, which owns the Minion franchise, initially denied his request. The company started facing some online backlash yesterday. They were very upset that they wouldn't let this guy skate
That's
to
the
Minions
only
music.
way we can get companies to do anything cool is when they start taking it.
So Sabati posted on his social media that Universal, but probably their lawyers, reversed course and granted him the rights for this special occasion of the Olympics to be able to dress up like a Minion and use their Minions music to skate to it for his country at the Olympics. So he will be able to do his Minions routine, which got him qualified for the Olympics to begin with. So don't worry. If you want to see Minions on ice, you got an opportunity to check it out at the Olympics. All is well in the universe, Big J.
Yeah. How dumb to even have to go through. I mean, what? Oh, sure. You want to do this in the Olympics when everybody's watching, etc.? Please help yourself. No, we don't want you to be doing this.
I know, but dude, that's why companies hire copyright lawyers for stuff exactly like this. And then people get mad when they do their job, but I get it. I understand. Here's a guy trying to have some fun and also, by the way, bring some recognition to your brand in the process.
Yeah.
And somebody decided to squash the fun, and then they got called out on it. I understand. A little
different than somebody using your Minion music and costume on a YouTube video.
Right.
You know?
Or us having a Minion-style X party or something like that. They get angry about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not that we ever would, Big J.
No.
Because if we're going to do anything...
Not currently.
It's going to be an incredible style party, right?
If they bring enough money to the table, we'll do it.
Hey, Big J, if you've always wanted to get your hands on some pretty cool Hollywood memorabilia and music memorabilia and some sports memorabilia, maybe, just maybe, you check out the latest Christie's auction that's going to be offering up some pretty interesting things.
Ooh.
They're going to auction up 350 items from the late Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay's legendary collection, which he has a ton of stuff from. About $30 million worth of different props and things, like Ringo Starr's drumhead from the Beatles' 1964 Ed Sullivan Show. That's estimated to go for $1 million. He has the original Wilson the volleyball from Castaway, Big J. I don't know how he got that.
Nice. He bought it.
But he's got it. It's valued at about $80,000. Also has Jerry Garcia's Tiger guitar. That's his longest played instrument. That'll be worth $1 million. He's got Jack Kerouac's The Road manuscript, estimated to be worth about $3 million. He has Paul McCartney's Hey Jude handwritten lyrics, Secretariat's Triple Crown saddle, and about 200 guitars that comprise the bulk of those particular items. Irsay had previously said he wouldn't sell some of these things if somebody offered me $1 billion. But guess what, Big J? Irsay's now passed away, and that family wants that money.
Well, they don't share the same interest or love for music.
That is correct.
That, Mr. Irsay did.
That is correct. And everything has a price, Big J. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
We just talked about the price of your body before we opened up the show.
It's pretty high.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your first round of important stuff. It is the X Rocks. That is Nirvana, All Apologies, here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. And I'm not exactly sure all the details, but maybe, Big J, this is the weekend that you get yourself one of the original stuffed crust pizzas just as a memory. Because Pizza Hut announced...
Is it going away?
They're going to close about 250 underperforming restaurants across the United States in the first half of 2026 as part of the efforts to address declining sales for the brand. The parent company, Yum, has said that's going to happen. Now, the closures represent about 5% of the chain's U.S. footprint, which doesn't seem like a lot, but listen, 250 stores is a lot of stores. And target stores that have lagged behind competitors. The decision was disclosed on their latest earnings call, where executives said the brand has struggled against other rivals as consumer demands shift. So they've been conducting a strategic review of Pizza Hut's business, including assessing potential long-term options for the iconic pizza chain, and maybe, just maybe, they're a little bit of a different kind of, I guess, brand than they have been in the past. Don't know the specific locations affected and the exact closure dates yet, but that leaves communities and franchises basically everywhere awaiting further details in the coming weeks. But, Big J, why do you think Pizza Hut is struggling?
Well, if the other competitors aren't struggling, I don't know.
Yeah, they're losing out to Domino's and Papa John's, specifically the chain restaurants of pizza. Pizza Hut's coming in a distant third, in some places fourth right now.
I mean, I don't know. Is it products or whatnot? I mean, the pizza hasn't really changed, like the taste of the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this, though. Sometimes, I get... the only reason I order from Pizza Hut is it's the only freaking place in anywhere nearby that will deliver to our house. There's a Domino's, Nick. This is infuriating. That's even closer. Well, it's just actually like a block away from the Pizza Hut in Star. Won't deliver to our house.
Okay.
But Pizza Hut will.
Okay.
So I order Pizza Hut.
Yeah, they're desperate for your business.
I would probably order from Domino's.
You like Domino's better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this before.
I get such terrible heartburn now.
My body has changed too. Like pizza, I just reject Pizza Hut.
I don't know why. I don't. Is it spicy? I don't know. But every time, and it's like always, I'm like, it seems like I can't go out for whatever reason, and I'm like, I'm hungry. I order pizza because I know they're gonna make it.
And then you still...
and it's fast, too.
And you go, what an idiot, because now I'm in pain for the next...
Nah, I still enjoy it. I'm not going to kick most pizza out of bed anyway.
Yeah, it's just my body. Like, for a long time, like, stuffed crust pizza was, like, my number one go-to, like, in my 20s and 30s. It was so good. Yeah. And I don't think it tastes any different.
No.
But my body is just like, we are not allowing you to have that anymore. And it becomes angry at me for almost 48 hours after I consume it. So I have just taken it off the list of places that I go.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Pizza Hut, not saying they have to change anything, but maybe they do. I don't know.
Also, there's just so many other pizza places now that you can go and get a different variety, different styles of pizza. I mean, obviously Pizza Hut's tried with the Detroit style pizza. They've got the Big New Yorker. They're trying all of the things. That they were known for their pan pizza, for the longest time.
Yes,
and so there's a lot of. I mean, pizza is a big deal, and there's a lot of local restaurants too that are here in the area now that are doing it right, and so there's a lot of competition, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I am to get a pizza, I'm much more likely to go to a mom and pop than I am to someplace else. It's just the way that I have transitioned over the last couple of years, I suppose. But listen, it's still sad to see a once big giant. I mean, listen, Pizza Hut was a formative part of my childhood. After Little League games, we would go to the Pizza Hut.
That was going to a Pizza Hut.
Back when they had the buffet in the arcade and all that stuff, it was a huge deal. It
was a huge deal. But that is not a business model anymore.
No. And maybe that's where they went sideways, Big J.
Well, I mean, they haven't been... I heard they were retooling some of them. They're trying to bring back that aesthetic, but I don't think that people want to do that anymore.
We'll see. Who knows? I don't mind sitting down and going and get a pizza someplace. I don't know, but again, you're right. If I was given that choice, would I go to a Pizza Hut? Probably not, unless my kids absolutely loved it. That would be the reason, which is probably why my parents took me to Pizza Hut.
Unless they
loved
had
it.
Stuffed crust rolling up on that pizza smorgasbord,
right? And whatever medicine I need to make it go down. Morning After with Nick and Big J coming up in a few minutes. Big J's got your nerd alert. That's next on the X Rocks.
Go talk to the nerds. It's Nerd Talk.
The best in tech and gaming. Big J's Nerd Alert on 100.3 The X Rocks.
Yeah, we'll start out Nerd Alert here with some historic news, Nick. The Nintendo Switch is now the company's best-selling console in history, having surpassed 155 million units sold since it launched in 2017. Now, the Switch is behind only Sony's PlayStation 2 in the overall gaming charts, which sold more than 160 million units in 3 years following its launch in 2000. So that's pretty historic. And, of course, there's a new Nintendo Switch out, the Switch 2. And Nintendo's got a busy 2026 ahead of itself, coming out with exclusives for the Switch 2. But between those big releases, there's plenty of third-party games, Nick, to keep an eye out for as well. And today, Nintendo is having their Direct Partner Showcase, and it's dedicated to those games from outside of Nintendo Studios. And you can tune in today to see what's headed to Switch consoles in the not-so-distant future. That's actually going down in about 8 minutes.
All right.
And you can check that out. If you're in the Nintendo world, I'm sure it'll be available later on YouTube for you to watch. Now, some of that bad news I was talking about earlier, Nick. It would appear that the last 12 months going forward, we have AI to thank for jacking up prices and delaying the things we hold most precious, consoles and hardware, baby.
Damn.
Now, earlier in November, Valve announced some pretty big ambitions with their Steam Machine console / mini PC. Valve just released a blog post yesterday where it says, we planned on being able to share specific pricing and launch dates by now. However, the AI shortages that are causing PC hardware to spike in price has caused the company to make it take a bit more time to nail down the price and release date for the Steam Machine and Steam Frame. So basically what's happening here is like with the way AI is so, power hungry and needy hungry when it comes to just hardware in general, the amount of memory that it takes for it to work in these data centers, etc., there's a shortage. It's almost akin to the chain of stuff that we need that had during the pandemic, Nick, when the supply chains were really, really bad because of that sort of stuff. It's almost into that state where we're at now, and the supply chain for some of these items that they need for these mass consoles are just not there. So it's becoming difficult going forward here, and you're going to have to look forward to. Now, Valve does still claim that it intends to launch the Steam Machine in the first half of the year, which follows along AMD earnings call that happened as well here in the last couple of days, suggests an early 2026 launch date. No matter how you slice it, though, it looks like the Steam Machine will be coming a bit later and probably be a little bit more expensive than they had planned.
Of course.
So, but here I think is some good news, Nick. Now, the guy in charge of the company who owns Rockstar, Take-Two, just reassured fans that November 19th is the day for GTA 6 to release. This week, as a part of its latest financial result, Take-Two said marketing for what will surely be the biggest entertainment launch of all time kicks off this summer ahead of GTA 6's confirmed November 19th release. It's a statement of intent that Take-Two's CEO Strauss Zelnick doubled down on in an interview with CNBC's Jim Cramer. When asked how he knows GTA 6 will hit November, Zelnick said development progress is tracked every day and pointed to the marketing milestone. We also announced that we have marketing beats coming this summer, and we don't spend money on marketing until we're pretty close to release. So what you can expect from marketing itself, Zelnick didn't say exactly, but it sounds like it'll be something unusual, at least from a video game marketing perspective. In an interview, Zelnick described the effort as a challenge. So, quote, it's a challenge because we want a product to be authentically owned by our consumers, he said. Also, marketing has to be delicate. It has to feel like if this is real. We're not selling hamburgers. We're selling this unique art form.
Do you think they even have to market this game? I mean, every person that is in the market for this knows and is already tracking it.
I don't think they want to take any chances.
I suppose.
So what that means, we'll be getting a third trailer sometime probably in that time frame. Another big deal that had recently happened is that there was a lot of talk that, hey, at the beginning of this launch, there's not going to be any physical hard copies. It's just going to be digital. He also says that is not true at all. Zelnick has been clear on denying those rumors. And says they'll be available physical stuff for launch. They're going to be working heavily with PlayStation, Nick. And so I can't imagine that they won't have a PlayStation 5 bundle.
I'm sure.
That doesn't make any sense. So that's good news. I think they're locked in and ready to go. So If they're promising the investors that, they don't want to mess up with that. So there you go.
There's your Nerd Alert, courtesy of Radio's Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff. It's all on the way on the X Rocks.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Something going viral on Instagram right now, Big J, that's giving dudes credit for something that they are doing, and the ladies out there think it's really, really sweet, Big J.
Oh, man.
Apparently, somebody named Jessica Kirk was scrolling through her husband's phone, as women are tend to do, and she found on the Notes app detailed files about her, like little notes, like things so that he does not
she's
forget
really
things.
Scrubbing through his phone.
Like, he's got a list of her favorite flowers, her favorite restaurants, her ring sizes, her shoe sizes, her clothes sizes, her favorite foods and snacks, and things that represent like stuff so that he doesn't forget when it's time to, shower her with affection, love, and gifts and things like that. He knows where to go to help him when he's looking to buy things. And she thought this was really cute and a great way to, think about how much she cares about what she wants and what she likes and things that she's mentioned she's a fan of, and thought it was sweet, and she shared it to Instagram. And now all these other ladies are talking about things that their husbands and significant others do that are kind of along those lines. Big J, you're in a long committed relationship. Do you keep any notes about your wife, about things that she likes or her sizes so that you don't forget?
No, I never did any of that. I didn't need it. I was paying attention. I didn't have to write it down. I'm like,
Very nice.
notes? And then, that's some... But to get to your notes section in your phone, that's some deep diving. I would say this is should be concerning and a red flag, because I would say that, where did he get this information? Who gave it to him? I've watched too many romantic comedy movies to think that he did this on his own and didn't hire a private investigator to stalk her ahead of time.
To find out what her ring size is and her shoe size, because these are all information that you can't attain yourself. What's my wife's favorite flower?
Yeah.
Watch her closely, see if she what she likes to snack on at work.
It could have been his stalking notes when he was stalking.
All right. Yeah, I guess it could be a darker side to things. I guess most of these ladies thought it was cute, but you think it's a real...
It's a real creep fest.
All right.
Be a man and remember stuff. Write it down.
Sure. And if all else fails, don't do the creepy thing, because Big J thinks it'll get you in trouble. Although, the lady might think it's cute and nice. But yeah, sometimes it does just take paying a little bit of attention and keep it. Like, what's your wife's shoe size? Let's give everybody a good example.
It would be 8.
There you
Women's
go.
8.
CEO. You enter ring size, Big J?
I'm totally guessing. I have no idea.
Damn.
I think it's pretty small. I know that for sure.
So when you go to the shoe store, you just grab pretty small shoes?
Mm-hmm.
You just eyeball it?
Yeah.
Because that'll work. She's got these size feet.
These are kids' shoes. What the hell?
So now that you're married, you stop paying attention, is what you're saying. You put in the effort already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Already got her on the line.
Listen, the minute she stopped going to movies with me, I stopped paying attention to other stuff. I'm like, I see how it is.
All right. Quid pro quo going on in the Big J relationship. Nice.
Almost 14 years, baby.
We still have ourselves the NBA trade deadline kind of happening, but there's some big names that have switched from one team to another, Big J. Anthony Davis got traded away from the Dallas Mavericks. He's headed to the Washington Wizards to play alongside Trae Young as they rebuild that team.
So funny.
Chris Paul has been traded to the Toronto Raptors. He is gone. James Harden traded away from the Clippers over to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Jaren Jackson Jr., great young talent out of Memphis, traded to Utah for a bunch of picks as well. And the trade deadline isn't done. So lots of people are expected to be moved around, lots of second-round picks, and all sorts of different things are going to be happening here over the course of the next couple of day or two as they kind of figure out the NBA trade deadline. It's usually the most exciting time of the year. But I mean, no offense, I don't have a real belief that any of these moves are going to help out the teams that they're landed on. Utah might be a little bit better.
Most of those guys are has-beens at this point.
Yeah, in some case. James Harden's still averaging 25 a game. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy, you're right. Chris Paul's in the last year of his career. But Jaren Jackson Jr. is really good.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's young.
Yeah. And so we will see how it all goes for where they end up and if it does make an impact on the teams they landed on. Big J, if you wouldn't mind throwing out some prayers to Channing Tatum. He has revealed that he has undergone surgery to repair a separated shoulder. He shared some black and white photos from a hospital bed and x-ray images on Instagram showing the injury and the post-surgery hardware. The 45-year-old described the experience as, quote, just another challenge. And he warned the recovery was going to be tough, but he remained resilient. He had apparently had joint been stabilized with a screw during the procedure. He did not disclose how the injury occurred, so it's unclear whether or not it'll affect his upcoming projects, but usually shoulder surgery does take a little bit to recover from. So I'm guessing he won't be shooting any action scenes anytime soon, but
He's probably shooting his Doomsday Gambit.
oh, you think he was injured on the set of Marvel's Doomsday?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. That would be huge.
Mm-hmm.
And he's keeping it under wraps
Yeah.
so that nobody knows how crazy those sets are
Yep.
and dangerous. All right, maybe you're right. We'll see. We'll find out this December.
Or he hurt himself with that terrible accent.
Come on, you don't like his Gambit accent?
know.
His Creole?
Hate it.
So mean. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We are going to go to hell. It's next on the X Rocks.
After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
Headed to the friendly skies for today's We're Going to Hell story, Big J.
Nice.
And it's not a story that happens over U.S. skies, more international sky. And I don't want to jump to conclusions or try to stereotype anybody, Big J, but there's kind of an old, I suppose it's an old wives' tale, but you wouldn't be surprised to find out that Russians enjoy vodka, right?
Well, yeah. They don't even drink water. They just drink vodka.
Is that true?
That's what I've heard.
Wow. That makes the story make a whole lot of sense. So here's what happened. It's yesterday, right? And we're on an Air Asia plane that is going from Vietnam to Thailand, right? And so this is a full flight, bro. There is a lot of people on. It's about a 8 o'clock in the morning flight. And one of the passengers, believed to be from Russia only because all he was doing was speaking and yelling in Russian, was, at least according to witnesses, fairly inebriated already before he got on the plane. So there's like already problem number one.
Pre-gamed it up.
8 in the morning and you're hammered. And you're getting on a plane.
It's impressive.
I mean, I guess it's a commitment to the bit.
Yeah.
And so you got to give it up for that. But it certainly is not a great idea. So, but, he's fairly docile. He's not doing a whole lot of anything. He's just kind of sitting in his seat. And then the plane takes off. And about 15 minutes into the flight, he stands up from his middle seat and he just starts screaming at the top of his lungs, right?
Yeah.
He's flying by himself. Nobody is joining him on this flight. And so nobody is there to go, dude, bro, what's going on? Because he's also speaking another language, which is incredibly difficult to communicate to somebody if you don't speak the same kind of language they do. And then, Big J, it starts to get weird, right?
Okay.
So, first, the shirt comes off. Then the socks come off. Then the socks come off.
Oh, no.
Then the pants come off.
Oh, no.
This guy just strips down to his skivvies, and then he just starts doing wind sprints from one part of the plane to the other, right? Screaming in Russian. It's all on video. Nobody knows what the hell's going on, but we got plenty of video evidence of this happening, and it's not great. It's an Airbus 320. It's a big plane, and this guy's doing wind sprints from one end to the other. The flight attendants are trying to ask him to calm down. He's blowing right by him in between the aisles. And now he's all sweaty, right? So not only is he naked, but he's sweaty from all the running. And it's gross. And then he starts dry heaving because, he's had a bunch of alcohol in him. So nobody wants to get puked on. I mean, it's a really bad scenario. And then he decides, Big J, I got to get off this plane.
Uh-oh.
And so now he starts running towards the door, and the flight attendants are there trying to barricade it from him. And everybody's freaking out because they don't know what to do. So they have to make an emergency landing, right? Because this guy's flipping out. So they do. Then things get really bad. So
What?
the second that the airplane lands and they open up the door, this guy barrels through everybody and runs out the door. Here's the problem. He's hammered. We've established this, right? Mm-hmm. So as he's trying to go down the stairs to get off the plane, ass over tea kettle, he just takes a complete spill.
Is this guy dead?
Outside of the plane and messes up his leg really, really bad. Authorities are trying to, obviously get to him because he caused a disturbance. But he then gets into a pickup truck that is used by the ground crews and tries to climb underneath it. Then they finally get him, Big J, and they take him away. But what an event.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. Ended up being dragged away from the event and is facing multiple charges. But again, alcohol, getting hammered before you fly, not exactly a great recipe for good things. And then when you try to get off the plane, that's also a bad state of affairs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, it's early morning, too. Flight. I mean, that's crazy.
Right. I mean, I know that there are some people that have a fear of flying and need like a sharp drink or two before they get on, but like there is a line that you need to make sure you don't cross so that you're not dragged and stripping down and trying to get off the plane because you're freaking out. So watch out. And thank God I haven't been on one of these flights. It'd be so angry.
I mean, it's a matter of time.
I know.
Matter of time.
I know. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. It is the X Rocks. Rob Zombie on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Big J, public restrooms.
Yeah, your favorite, man.
Already a questionable place in a lot of different places. Now, there's plenty of clean ones and there's plenty of filthy and disgusting ones. And you have to pick your poison, I believe, when it comes to using them. Some people don't care. Other people care too much. It just kind of depends on the situation. But it probably should surprise absolutely no one that according to the Metro Transit Authority, the worst and most disgusting bathrooms in the northeastern part of the United States are found in the New York City subway, Big J. Does that shock you?
No, not at all.
The Inspector General took the time to inspect 320 public toilets in and around the New York City subway area and found that basic, I guess you can put this in quote, luxuries like, toilet seats, Big J, something that people need to sit on in order to go to the bathroom. Soap in the soap dispensers and locks on doors that actually work were mostly missing in almost every single New York City subway bathroom. 85% of the facilities lacked essentials of some kind or were decorated with litter and graffiti, one of the two as well. But the MTA does promise they're going to make some progress on this since this now report has come out. So they're going to check in on it every year, and they're going to improve these bathrooms because they're embarrassed by them. But here's why I don't know if I believe them, because the last time the MTA did inspect these toilets, Big J, it was 25 years ago.
25 years?
It was a quarter century since the city has actually gone in there and go, wow, these things need some work to be done. So, if you want to sit on a bare stainless steel bowl behind a door that doesn't have a lock.
Sounds like prison bathrooms.
That's what you're going to have to deal with if you have a bathroom emergency in the New York City subway system for the time being. But who knows what those bathrooms will look like in the year 2051, Big J. 25 years from now. Maybe we'll have future bathrooms. Maybe they'll actually have toilet paper in them. I don't know. I don't want to set the bar too high. But I've certainly walked into some pretty gross bathrooms in my time. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Yes.
And there are some things that you never forget. There are images sometimes burned in your mind from bad bathroom experiences. And I don't know how I could react if I walked into one and it just was a bowl. You know what I mean? No toilet seat on it. No toilet paper. Probably filthy and disgusting, overflowing with God knows what. But that's apparently what's waiting for you in the New York subway, along with the rats and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Of course. So enjoy your trip to the Big Apple. Just stay out of the bathrooms in the subway system. That is the recommendation from the own Metro Transit Authority. Stay out of our bathrooms until we can fix them. Not great. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Our bathroom up here, pretty far behind that, I think. But it has its days where it's pretty damn gross. Agree or disagree on that?
Yep.
And there's not a lot of people using it, which really, really bothers me. But what are you going to do? You have to deal with what the cards that you're dealt, right?
Yep.
And ours is sometimes urine floor covered and pretty gross as well. But that's more our problem than it is the New York City subway system. I imagine a lot of people are using their bathrooms. That's the other side of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So be careful is all I'm trying to say. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff and your pop culture smackdown. It's next on the X Rocks.
Important stuff.
What's going on in the news today?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Guys, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. It's next weekend. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
That means you got to make sure you don't drop the ball. You got to make sure you take care of things and make sure the significant other is taken care of in the relationship and everybody's happy on Valentine's Day. But it is an interesting kind of time to reflect on one's life, Big J. And so they did a fairly large love study here in the United States of America, talking to about 200,000 adults, some of them in various ages of their life. And what they found out, Big J, is through your adult life, you will have, more likely than not, 4 true loves over the course of your life.
What's a true love?
It's a good, I believe that
What
they
the hell
have
does that mean?
basically meant like where you think like you're going to be with this person for
Forever.
the rest of your days.
You
And
have 4 soulmates.
sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong, but you have 4 different times somebody comes into your life and you go, this is it, I made it. Big J, you are with the love of your life. There's no doubt about it. Did you hit 3 before you met Kylie?
No.
No? Did you hit 1 before you met Kylie?
I mean, I thought so, but I was
Right.
clearly not right in the head.
That's what I mean. Like, I think there's certain relationships you have in your life where you're like, we did it. We made it to the end. And obviously that doesn't always happen that way.
They were there for a reason. Like, it was a learning situation.
A building block to make you the man you are today.
Absolutely.
And then at what point does it become a Jenga tower? And things all start
Right
crumbling
about
down.
now.
Oh, no. Funk's little brother?
What?
Big J, sometimes if men aren't in actual relationships with somebody else, they latch on to things and they consider those a true love. For example,
Reading.
pets, sports teams, huge in dudes' lives. Like, if they have a struggling relationship or in a relationship, their sports team becomes their true love. And that may be the saddest thing I've ever read in my entire life.
I
But-
felt like for a period of time you were in love with the Green Bay Packers.
there is no. Well, I mean, I don't know if I was in love, but they definitely like played a much bigger role in my life.
Yeah.
Than they do now. And quite frankly, I look upon those times with embarrassment. To be perfectly honest, it's like I can't believe I let a sports team affect my mood. Is really, really weird to me. But that's what growing up does. I think makes you look back on childish things and go, I can't believe that was me.
For sure. I had no idea how immature I was in my 20s.
right.
Not even a clue.
Right.
Until now I'm in my 40s and I'm like, God, what a disaster. Like, how did that work out? What the hell?
The study shows if you are in a committed relationship, 87% of people plan spending Valentine's Day with their partners. The rest of us are doing it with the kids. If we have them, sometimes if you're in a committed relationship, you're spending it alone, I suppose. Maybe if you're on vacation or away for work or whatever the case may be, but that number's pretty minuscule. Of course, there's Galentine's Day, too, you can enjoy with friends if you're not in a relationship. But whatever it is, true love is still out there. 81% of people think infatuation and true love is possible at any age. You can even find it at age 85.
I bet, yeah.
What are your Valentine's Day plans with the missus? It's a Saturday. What are you going to do? Take her out for a nice dinner?
Yeah, actually.
Nice. Do you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Sweet. Did you already make a reservation? It's Valentine's Day.
No, I should probably.
Yeah, you should. Big J, for all the talk among NFL owners that an 18-game regular season is a foregone conclusion, the players have a very different attitude. NFLPA interim executive director David White was talking to the Super Bowl media this week and said, listen, there's no interest on the player side for a regular season 18th game. This is not something where we want to come around about. We already think the NFL has done itself a disservice with 17 games, and I think the last couple seasons have proved that. The last week of the season is almost a joke. It should not be allowed, and it was a really big mistake, and then extending that another week seems crazy. Now, NFL owners have been talking about the 18th game being a no-brainer, and then they want to talk about the league's worldwide expansion as well, with teams maybe in London and Madrid as this thing goes forward. Every team will go 18 and have 2 preseason games and eliminate one of the current preseason games is the way that they're thinking about it. And then every team will also play 1 game overseas every year. That's what they're also looking to do.
Every team?
Every team is what the owners
Jesus.
want. This seems like a bad idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems that it's going to water down. I mean, it's already watered. I mean, the preseason is already an albatross, and the kind of necessary preparedness that teams need to get ready for the league in the season, you can see in those first 4 games of the NFL season how bad it is.
Right, and then you factor in the
so-
last 2 weeks of the year where sometimes most things are already taken apart
Yeah.
or already locked up. They become jokes as well. So now
So-
you have 6 weeks that are garbage in the NFL
Yeah.
season.
And at some point, that is going to start to affect the bottom line. It has to.
Yeah.
They can't just keep adding stuff because it makes money. At some point, it has to. Our lust and hunger and desire for the NFL has to wane at some point. When we have all these games and all of these things, it can't keep going like that. I mean, can it?
I think so.
I mean, I don't think so, but they've already exceeded what I thought that they could. You know what I mean? I'm like, at some point, but the combine's coming up. That's already going to be a huge thing. It already gets ratings. Everything around it makes money. And then you've got the draft. And it's like, oh my God, they just are making money hand over fist at every given moment. They cannot help themselves from doing this, and it will ruin it at the end.
I thought at some point we as an audience would rebel against things like Thursday night football and Monday night doubleheaders because they're so unwatchable in a lot of ways. But we haven't. We just call them unwatchable and watch them anyway.
But I wonder if that's just us old dudes, like us old heads, and then the younger
players
guys.
hate them too, though.
Yeah, I mean, not all the players hate the Thursday night games anymore. I mean, that was the beginning.
I don't
hear
still
that.
do.
I don't
they
hear
do
that a
it,
lot
but I think
from-
they still. Well, I mean, because it's such a part of the culture. But I do think they don't like the turnaround where you have to play a Sunday night game and then play a Thursday night game 3 days later, essentially. And that doesn't include travel if you happen to be a road
A
team.
lot of them are like, "Hey, we get that extra day," and that's.
Big J, they're going to try once again to reboot the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. After a months-long bidding war, A24 has secured the rights.
Look
but
out.
They're staying away from the movie side of things. They want to do it with a TV series as the first project.
Everything's a TV series.
JT Molnar, the man behind The Long Walk, will helm the series, and Glenn Powell will executive produce it, the actor, of course. The auction drew interest from a lot of different people, including Tyler Sheridan, Jordan Peele, and a bunch of other production companies as well. There is a separate movie already in early development, but the 1974 original film spawned a lot of horror fans, and a lot of people think it's a way to get a fresh way into the series and kind of starting things over reboot style. So we'll see. I mean, the franchise has made over $252 million across 9 films, but a lot of that is like 2 films, and the rest of them just
I didn't
kind of
even know there
trundle
was
along.
that many. Jesus.
Right. And so we will see where this goes and if people care, but they're going to try again with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. How about we do some Pop Culture Smackdown next on the X? You got there. Congratulations. Matt Damon appeared as an uncredited actor in what particular Marvel movie?
Thor Ragnarok.
Nailed it.
Oh, good job.
Big J,
Scotty doesn't know.
what's the name of the only Tim Burton actual human movie that he directed in black and white? He's directed animated movies in black and white, but this one was actual people in black and white.
Oh man, I don't.
Nominated for several Oscars.
Edward Scissorhands?
No, that was in full color.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember.
Any guess there, sir? You win no matter what.
Was it Sweeney Todd?
No,
remember.
also full color, but a good guess. That was between those two. It was called Ed Wood. Johnny Depp in that movie.
Was that before or after Scissorhands?
It was after Scissorhands and before Sweeney Todd. Congratulations, Thomas. Hang on one second, dude. We'll hook you up with those tickets to go check out the X's pre-game party for XFest 2026, as well as some Porta subs coming your way. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got ourselves a little bit of headlines and more next on the X. There's the Offspring. That is The Kids Aren't All Right here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. It has been a while, but it's time we catch up with one of our favorite people in the Treasure Valley as she joins us back here in studio. It's Krystal Moore. Hey, Krystal.
Oh, hey, boys. I love seeing you guys in the morning.
It's been too long, first of all. It's been a while since we've seen you.
It has. It's been a minute. I've been busy.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you have become literally the busiest person in the Boise comedy scene, it feels like.
I do have a couple friends. They're like, oh, how's the hardest working comedian in the Treasure Valley? And it's like, well, there's only like 8 of us or something. I know. So.
But you really do have a lot of irons in the fire. I mean, lots of stuff is going on. I think that's a good thing, but I imagine it can be a little bit tough to catch up with from time to time.
I do feel like I'm juggling I don't know, like Cheetos and alcohol and comedy tickets and then kids and
Alcohol-soaked Cheetos. Delicious.
The best kind. But it does mean that you have lots of things to talk about because 2026 probably already one of the busiest years on record for you, right?
Oh, yeah. I've got my whole 2026 fully booked out. So if you hit my website, all my shows, boom, all listed. I'm very proud of myself. I got all the back end done, before it was showtime.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I've got them all booked out. A ton of shows. I'm very busy.
You last time we had you in, you were talking about a regular gig that you were doing, the secret shows, and I believe those are still going on, right?
Yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot I told you guys about that.
Yeah.
I came in. Oh, it would have been last year. Yeah, to tell you guys, Liquid Laughs was open back up. Hell yeah. So the secret shows have turned into something so much fun because I didn't know what it was going to be. It was just a comedy show. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's turned into this thing where I invite the audience to tell us a secret anonymously. So they write it down on a piece of paper.
Crazy.
And at the end of the show, I'll read all the juicy secrets out loud. And then we all get to look to our neighbors and see, oh, is that? So that's been a lot of fun.
Is there any fallout?
Well, fingers crossed we've had a couple divorces.
Sure.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah. They admit to that kind of stuff at those shows, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, it's getting spicy. I like it.
It's fun. It's
Comedy
fun. This
drama.
month is a really big one because I've got, it's the secret show. So it's like, oh, can you keep a secret? No, I can't keep a secret.
Yeah.
Nothing about it is secret. It's at the same time, fourth Friday every month, same place. I'm not even keeping the lineup secret. It's fully promoted. But this month's lineup is a big one because it's 2 out-of-town comics coming in. Both of them a lot bigger comics than I am. Carlos Wyndham Kareem, who's from Portland. Very funny. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to work with them for a very long time. And then another one, Ashley Singleton, that I work with quite often from Salt Lake, is coming up. She's going to do a little filming. So I want a big packed room for these guys because that's going to be a fun show.
It is. You've been booking that for a while and you continue to. That's really awesome. You can check that out at Liquid Laughs, but that's just like one of the things you have on your regular schedule, right?
Yeah, especially for February is my birthday month.
Nice. Congratulations.
Big
Happy
Aquarius
birthday.
energy up in here. So I pack it in February. I am producing 4 shows in February because I'm a crazy person. One for my birthday, big Aquarius energy. It's all my Aquarius performer friends,
Beautiful.
On the 10th on my birthday. So we're just going to make it the most unhinged Tuesday night that Boise has ever seen. Or the world. I don't know.
Hey.
No. I mean, right now the world is ripe for comedy. We
really
need it.
is.
We
It really is.
have to have it. It's the only thing keeping this bleep together.
We are solidly in the age of Aquarius, and I am here for that.
Nice. Where's the birthday show happening?
Also at Liquid Laughs.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The other one I got that's a little bit weird is the Weird Show this month. So I got 2 weird. I my shows are weird. I'm a weird person.
Yeah.
That's why we love you.
I got the Weird Show. I'm gonna do it at Voodoo Cellar this year. I thought it was kind of like a creepy, cool underground, voodoo vibe. And that one is the 21st.
Beautiful.
Of February. So if you want to get weird with us, and you're like, this bleep is weird out here. Let's get weird. Let's come to the show and let's get weird.
What's the process when you're like, I'm going to create a new kind of show that I want to do, and you make it a theme like the secret shows kind of thing? How long does it take for you to really flush an idea out like that and make it a real thing?
They're all kind of different. Your Jack Mormon was right. That just hit me. Jack Mormon show. It's all ex-Mormon comics. We're gonna do the Jack Mormon comedy. That one was very easy. Mom Jokes was another one that was like, oh, it's mom jokes. They're like dad jokes, but better. But Secret Show did take a little bit longer because it was more like, I had this opportunity to have really as much time at Liquid Laughs Underground. I was the first one to say yes. So I could take all the days if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I took the second Saturday for Femme Fatale because I already had that. And I knew what that was going to be. That's feminist comedy. That's already there. So I know what the audience is. It's really about who the audience is. The Secret Show, I just called the Secret Show because I didn't know what to.
It's a perfect name.
I'll figure it out.
It's a good
we'll
Hail
fix
Mary.
it in post if we have to.
It allows me to do last minute stuff and call it like we're planning it. I love it.
Exactly.
It's great.
But then it evolves in a way when you do things like that, when you just take chances like that. You don't know what's going to happen. It's surprised me. And now it is share a secret. we're going to read them all, and we're all here for scandalous secret sharing. And they all kind of take a different amount of time. But
on top of that, you're still doing like downtown Boise tours from time to time. I see you popping up on things like that and just kind of keeping things fresh and doing things surprising and popping up at different parts downtown. I imagine that helps keep the passion alive, helps give you new things to focus on and think about and new jokes to write, right?
it really does. It really does. I think having different themes, I have very different ways of telling jokes for each of those things, and it keeps me thinking about, this is a different group of people. How do I tell this group of people this joke, but how do I tell the same joke to that group of people at this show? You kind of, it keeps you fresh. And then the Boise tours, the trolley tours have been, a really good exercise, because it's just like a booze cruise on the Boise trolley, and then we do a little comedy show in between. No pedaling required on that booze cruise.
Thank God.
I know, right? That's so ridiculous. Let's get drunk and pedal, you guys. Yeah. So, but that one has a different audience, and it's a different kind of, it's a party. It's not a show. So you get a lot of practice on crowd work.
Yeah, because when you're at a comedy show, you're expecting some, nonsense or anything weird. When you show up to do, the pedaling and the drinking, you're not necessarily knowing what you're getting involved in with a comedy show, right?
Yeah, you really don't know what you're getting into. We have a wild time. We have lost a few on the way. Sometimes we pick up people on the way. I'm just herding drunk cats through the city and telling a few jokes along the way.
That's awesome.
That's a great gig.
Yeah. You obviously are an incredible comedian. You've been doing this for a long time. Do you still enjoy the planning stages, like being the promoter and the planner and putting all these things together? Does it get to be too much sometimes, or do you like it?
Mostly.
Yeah, depends on the day.
You well know that some days you're like, oh man, I'm on top of this production. Look at me, I'm a freaking boss up in here. And other days you're like, oh my God, if you text me again with a question you can Google, I've already sent you the ticket link. Why are you asking? So there's definitely some people juggling and things like that. But
so funny. But you've been doing it for a while. You're one of the best in the business, and certainly you have done a lot of great things in the Treasure Valley. So we want people to check out your birthday show. We want people to check out your regular shows. For tickets, schedule, information, best place to do that, Krystal?
My website, thekrystalmoore.com.
Beautiful. And you can follow you on all of the social medias as well?
All the social medias, not X. I deleted Twitter when all that happened.
Understood.
Yeah.
But you
it's dropped.
It's Krystal with a K.
Yeah,
Krystal with a K, by the way.
More with two O's.
Spelled like a stripper would spell it.
Very nice. And you can check it out on Instagram. Definitely follow that, because you do, again, we've talked about this before, but your production work that you do to tease these shows, very high quality. You've got a great team putting that all together. So it's always fun and always funny. You're going to have a good time no matter which show you decide to go to. But I believe next up, is that the birthday show on the 10th?
It is.
All right.
Nice.
So go celebrate Krystal's birthday at Liquid Laughs. Have a lot of fun. You're going to have a great, great show. And Krystal, as always, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, it's delightful to see you boys in the morning. Thank you.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some headlines next on the X.
It's like your daily update of really stupid stuff. It's time for headlines on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines brought to you by T-Mazda and the Pre-Owned Superstore. Getting finance at T-Mazda easier than ever thanks to a website called GoTeamCredit.com. Everybody gets pre-approved. It doesn't affect your credit at all, so check it out today. Log on to GoTeamCredit.com, please. Thank you. Headlines are as follows. A man scorned. Chug it and get me out.
Chug it.
A Utah archaeological team discovered an intact bottle of alcohol, estimated to be 150 years old.
Damn.
They found it on U.S. Forest Service land, and it was basically used by Alta Ski Resort. State archaeologist Ian Wright called it a real treasure, noting that it's the only known intact bottle from that era found in the state of Utah. The corked bottle, dating approximately 1870 to 1890, was still full when unearthed. The High West Distillery analyzed the contents and basically said, yeah, no, this is alcohol. And then the distilling director took a sip.
Oh, God.
He said that it didn't smell like gasoline, so that was good. He described the flavor as fruity and a little bit leathery. Experts determined it's likely a low-alcohol beer, and they hope to recreate it using Beast from the bottle's sediment, Big J. Wouldn't you like to try what beer tastes like back in 1870?
I wonder if that would kill me.
It probably would. Yeah. probably. Although maybe it's the hops you're allergic to, right?
Yeah, maybe. I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
weren't using that kind of. Maybe it wasn't that advanced.
Or it was
back
like
then.
ultra
It could be
pure
Maybe
hops.
it's nothing but hops and yeast just mixed together. Not sure I'd want to try that either. But hey, a brave soul had to take the first sip, I suppose, right?
Yeah, seems like it ruined the value immediately.
Exactly.
But whatever.
A man scorned or get me out.
A man scorned.
A Jacksonville man is facing some felony theft charges after stealing nearly $4,000 in meat from 2 Florida grocery stores. Henry Reyna was 30 years old. He was caught on surveillance footage taking some beef, lamb, pork, brisket, tenderloin from 2 different Publix locations in Flagler County on January 5th. After the theft, he then drove to his girlfriend's house. And what happens, Big J? He finds her in her kitchen cooking with another man.
What?
How dare she?
So cooking me dinner.
He was very upset by that discovery, so he threw away most of the stolen meat. He was bringing it to his girlfriend, of course, so they could cook it together. And it wasn't just a case of somebody, just being upset. He was like, listen, this is a calculated high-stakes operation. He wanted to cook with his girlfriend, and then he got there and she was cooking with somebody else, so he threw it all away.
What's going on?
I don't know. It feels like it's some sort of weird underground Hell's Kitchen or something, and he felt like he was very, very upset by it. Like, how dare she cook with... I mean, it would be weird to go to your girlfriend's house and see you're cooking with somebody else, right? I get the
especially when you were planning on taking meat that you stole to cook with her. Like, she's some sort of damn super chef. And cook it like it's... Like this guy, I tell you, man.
Look at all this meat I brought for you, and now you're cooking with some other dude?
He's courting her. I mean, he's a lunatic.
I don't know.
He's a lunatic.
But he is definitely going to jail because they caught him. He just said he disposed of all the meat. He didn't actually end up using it. So the whole theft thing
meat.
was worthless. No
Your
point.
boss is down the drain.
Wrap it up with Get Me Out. A system malfunction at a Pennsylvania car wash left a woman stuck inside for about 45 minutes. Felicia Sullivan was at a Waterworks car wash in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, when the system suddenly shut down. The doors closed while her vehicle was still covered in soap. All the lights went out, and she could not open the door from the outside. Sullivan documented the ordeal on TikTok because that's what we do, Big J. Her video shows her trying to push the emergency button inside the wash. It also failed. She knocked on the doors, called for help without success. She eventually called police, who arrived with the business owner to free her. Neither she nor her car was harmed, but the owner apologized and gave her a stack of gift cards, so now she's got car washes for days. That would be pretty scary
It's one
to
of
be
those,
stuck.
like, nobody's around.
Yeah, probably an automated car wash.
Personless
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
one of
no,
those-
car washes are my nightmare. Really.
Oh, you don't like them?
No, I don't mind them. It's just my car, Nick. And the Prius. It's got a weird, like, gear shifter thing. And sometimes getting it into neutral is, like, weird. And it's like, oh, my God. That's, like, the most stressful thing I faced in my life.
Wow.
Is that moment where I got to put this stupid Prius into neutral to get it into this track. And I'm like, I've messed it up a couple times. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be the person that has to stop this car wash and that there's alarms going off.
So how do you wash your car? You just don't?
Have you looked at it lately?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Touche.
But it's also been ucky out. Like, who wants to? I see people that car wash when it's like completely gray and gross out. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, hey, man, you're out there riding your bike. Yeah, that means it's car wash weather, right?
No.
Huh?
No.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. We got your bad impressions. They're next on the X Rock.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Bad impressions time, baby. That means we got tickets for you. Our X-Fest pre-party is happening March 6th. That's a Friday, friends, out at the Revolution Concert House and Event Center. Filter, Finger 11, Local H. Fantastic lineup. We're going to have a lot of fun. We want you to be there. We're going to hook you up with a pair of free tickets here if you can figure out the very famous person I'm trying to be with these clues.
The phone number is 208-287-1003. Bad Impressions works like this. Big J's got 3 particular clues. They all revolve around that very famous person, both individually and collectively. And if you can figure out who that famous person is in those 3 clues, or less, of course, then congratulations. It is you that's going to check out our official X-Fest pre-party. Big J, do you have the clues ready to go?
You're damn right I
Then
do.
to the phones we go. Hello, the X.
Hey,
What's up, man? What's your name?
this is Trevor.
All right, Trevor, you're up first. Good luck.
My first real job was a TV show in Australia called Home and Away.
Next one.
Thanks to my hard work as that demigod, I started my own action movie franchise on Netflix called Extraction.
Bear Grylls.
No, not Bear Grylls. I love playing Thor, even Fat Thor, but I prefer to maybe be a bit more serious than the last couple of Thor outings in the upcoming Doomsday.
Chris. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his last name. Is it Chris something?
It's Chris something.
Dang it. Called Extraction. I can't think of his last name right now.
All right, man. Thank you for playing along.
Sorry, man.
You sound great, though, Big J, in the background. I got to be honest.
I sound on point.
Hello, the X.
Howdy.
Hey, did you hear Big J's clues, or do you need him again?
Is it Chris Hemsworth?
Oh.
It is.
Good job. It is Chris Hemsworth. Hang on
Little
one
Hemi.
second. We'll hook you up with the official X-Fest pre-party ticket package coming your way. Big J, why is little Chris Hemsworth in the news?
Well, I don't know if you remember this or not, but he revealed that a couple years ago that he has a genetic predisposition to Alzheimer's disease. Nick.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yes, and he was concerned about how that would affect the audience. He was telling us to Variety in an upcoming in an interview that he did, talking about their new movie Crime 101 that's coming out here, and he was concerned about how that might change his acting career, and he was concerned people might no longer believe in the action star or Marvel hero. Hemsworth carries 2 copies of the APOE4 gene, which raises risk but isn't a diagnosis, and he's focused on meaningful work and family amid his father's Alzheimer's battle. And he's done quite a bit of stuff, Limitless, which is on Disney Plus. You can catch that out. A lot of stuff he's trying to do for health and mental health and all of those things. It's fantastic. But hey, man, Chris, open invitation here to work with me in the Alzheimer's Association. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, why did
Let's
you think
end
that would
this
affect
thing.
people's way that they thought about him as a superhero?
I don't know. That's great. I mean, maybe when people, and the older trope, Nick, of especially when it comes to men, strong men admitting weaknesses makes you not. The old saying is that he's weak. He's got some sort of issue. So I don't know if that was the play or not, but it hasn't been the case, and he's put out some fine work since that or since he came out and admitted that. And I think a lot of people, took notice to that. And I think the more we have of these folks who talk about this and makes it, an everyday thing, people really, think about it a little bit more and put forth some effort, and hopefully we can end this thing.
Amen.
But early diagnosis is really important. So if you're having cognitive issues, talk to your doctor.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, we wrap up the show. It's next on the X Rocks.
Have you been injured in an auto accident?
Guys banging the hard drummer for Des Rocks, Big J, than you or I.
I cannot.
That's right. April 7th, finally, we get a headline show here in the Treasure Valley. That's going to be awesome at the Knitting Factory Concert House. We're going to have your hookup for free tickets. We've got really cool things planned with Des Rocks himself. So continue to listen. And if you haven't seen Des Rocks before, we demand it of you.
Yeah.
This guy will turn you into a song hit. You will absolutely love his live presence and his live show. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Cannot wait for April 7th. It's going to do it for the Morning After with Nick and Big J on this particular Thursday. Special thank you to our friend Krystal Moore for popping on in here.
Yeah.
Talking about all her cool comedy events, including her big birthday show that is coming up on the 10th at Liquid Laughs. Check out thekrystalmoore.com if you want information, and follow her on the socials as well if you want details on that. Also had a chance to give away some official X-Fest pre-party tickets that will continue tomorrow on the show. And we'll give away the grand prize for the big the big Porta Subs prize that we're giving away, which is going to be pretty awesome. And we even got to talk about how you should keep your clothes on a plane. This is imperative. Please. We beg of you. But it does leave you with the floor, Big J.
Yeah, Nick, boy, man, do I hate the Seattle Seahawks and their fans generally. But that's a personal thing. I have to respect the hell out of this. And this is what's so great about the NFL and about fans in general. Vietnam veteran Tom Triggs is leading a convoy of diehard Seahawks fans from Seattle to San Francisco in his Hawk Rod.
Look out.
It's a 1979 Chevy El Camino, rescued from a junkyard. He fixed it up. It's all decked out in Seahawks gross colors. And a complete miniature football field in the truck bed, finished with an authentic Kingdom turf and PVC goalposts. It's pretty remarkable. But that's what I love about football, man, is the fans and how, the tailgating and all of that stuff. And once you get into it, you're into it. And it's a lot of fun, man.
How many people has he taken?
I don't know. It says a convoy.
Oh,
He's
okay.
leading a convoy with the hawk rod.
Let me ask you this. How many vehicles does it stipulate minimum amount for you to consider it a convoy, Big J?
It's got to be at least 5 or more.
Okay. And then anything less is not considered a convoy.
Yeah. Then you can't roll with C.W. McCoy's convoy song.
And in your mind, does this convoy need to be on the road at the same time, all driving at the same time? Okay.
Well, that's a convoy.
I get it, but I mean, maybe.
And
they're
then
just
they don't
ending up-
stop for nothing.
Okay, well-
no stoplights, no rules, nothing. They're an unstoppable force.
All right, you may be taking this too far. Morning After with Nick and Big J. That is it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Jason Drew's up next at CX Rocks.